Peace. It's the love dealer Tunde Lotus, the Leathering Fairy, and it's our third episode of Tunde Talks. And today we're talking about speaking your truth. This episode and this topic is so important to me because, as a person who speaks a lot, the name of this whole segment is Tunde Talks. I do like to talk, I do like to express myself, but speaking my truth isn't something that I've always been able to easily do. And I think that is so important, especially for individuals who aren't a talker. Maybe they're not used to expressing themselves as much as maybe I am. If I'm a person that has struggled with this, I know that this may be something that an individual such as that is struggling with as well. And I want to help you and maybe give you some insight as to why it is so important to speak your truth. Not speaking our truth oftentimes creates a vacuum within us of toxicity. Not emoting and not expressing ourselves oftentimes makes us back into a space where our emotions can take us over. And this is toxic for ourselves and for people around us. Speaking your truth is something that most of us can't easily do because we're worried about what other people may think. We may be protecting our own interests. We may even be protecting the feelings of other people. And although those things are good to be mindful of, we also have to be mindful of where we stand and how our expression can lend a hand to us being our best selves all the time. So which brings me to my next point. If you're an individual who may be having problems speaking your truth because you're afraid of the consequences that may come after speaking your truth, listen to this. Consequences is a fact of life. Consequences is actually what makes this a learned experience. So expect consequences at all fronts. Sometimes those consequences may at first seem negative, but eventually shed some light on the situation and become a positive experience for us. So we don't want to ever cut our nose to spite our face and not give ourselves an opportunity to grow by being afraid of consequences, whether negative or positive. Speaking your truth may come at a time that may be inconvenient for you, because maybe speaking your truth may drive away a situation or a person that you would rather have kept in your life. However, it is more important to always be authentic than to keep or hold on to situations that no longer serve us. So speaking your truth is always something that you have to be mindful of, and always something that you have to grit and bear if it's something that you're not used to, because speaking your truth is a part of your identity, and your identity is so important just as much as the identities of other individuals. So let's be mindful of ourselves as one of the most important people in your life, as well as the lives of other people. Okay? So the 3 points that I want to leave you with today for our topic on speaking your truth is to first eliminate toxicity. Always remember that you are doing yourself a service by speaking your truth in helping to chip down on some of the toxicities and traumas that we can build up in our system on a daily and an everyday life. Remember that this is good for you. Eliminating toxicity is always the goal. Whenever we encounter energies that may make us feel negative or make our emotions go awry, we always have to remember that when we have an opportunity to eliminate that toxicity, we have to take it. It is our duty to grow and to become better as people at every turn, every chance we get. The next point I want to leave you with is to remember to always accept the consequences. Accountability is something that is so hard. Trust me, adulting is hard. Nobody likes to do it. But consequences are natural, and it's something that you're going to encounter at every turn, negative and positive. So let's go ahead and get used to that. Let's get comfortable with that. Let's confront that and always be ready for that. The consequences, come what may, are yours, and that's perfectly fine. The next and last point that I want to leave you with is you matter. Always remember that being mindful of the emotions, situations, and perceptions of others is important. It is your duty as a human being to do so. However, it is also your duty to always know that you matter just as much as any other individual. So your voice needs to be heard. Speak your truth. Let people know how you feel. Let people know where you stand, and let people know what you're not going to take. It's perfectly fine. You matter just as much as anyone else. So this has been our third episode of Tunde Talks. I'm so excited about our future episodes. If you're enjoying our content, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification button so that you can be updated whenever we upload our new episodes. Peace. It's all I wanted, needed, begged and pleaded for. No more journeys down long corridors, only open doors filled with blinding light. Finally breaking what felt like perpetual night, grasping in the dark, kissing whatever I could hold, because having nothing to hold on to felt so cold. Transferring love and 24-karat energy into projects not worth the wait. Seeing goals fell like sand between my fingers, leaving the residue of a desert mirage in my palms. Without a prayer, but still singing songs, hymns to support my spirit as I glided along, in the form of simply doing what made me feel strong. Seeking refuge in words, bathing in sound. Things felt okay as long as music was around, destiny uncertain, so I went searching in front of the curtain. But my heart is a Pied Piper, not leading the cipher, but taking you higher. I was born a soul igniter. The fire isn't to entertain, but make them put respect to the name. Join hands with sisters, raise hands with brothers. Remind people how to love each other. My heart's cry rung bells in the universal heavens and rained abundance on my feet. Taking me up in a wave and carrying me out into the street. My mind's eye visions took shape behind my back. While I was battling self-doubt and fear, distracted, I hadn't realized that the seeds were active, beanstalks growing around me into sturdy branches that could breathe and filled my lungs with air. I whirled around to see what clumsy thoughts an untethered mouth had set in motion the night I spoke my soul's goals, but I saw myself, complete, guided, and absolutely stunning to behold. A woman, a force, a creator, an educator, life bringer and life sustainer, wordsmith and soldier. All I could mutter was, thank you.